Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll20 Presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Waterdeep Mountain Climb. Unfortunately, in the distant past of 1370, whatever DR we're in, no one has invented 4x4s yet, so you're going to have to hoof it up the mountain. You're going to have
It's all Waterdeep hiking adventure.
That's right. You're going to have to...
There's no chairlift or anything?
No, sadly, there's no chairlift. Maybe in the winter they'll install, in the winter version of this, there's a ski off with Manchun. It's you and him, and it's a ski off for all the dragons. It's the big ending. It becomes like a goofy, like a winter sports movie for Christmas. I don't know. It's weird. This adventure gets strange at the end. This good thing it's a summer.
Also, like, have you walked 3 miles before? It's not that bad.
Well, that's 3 miles to get there, and then
But
you got to climb, and then you got to climb a mountain. Well, then you got to climb a mountain.
That part I'm not fond of.
Yeah. Would you like to know how difficult it is for you to climb this mountain?
Can you carry me?
So there's no funicular. There's none of that. So let's have you roll. The way this works, the way this is going to work, is the climbing of the mountain requires a Constitution saving throw. So it's going to take you like basically all day to climb up the mountain and schlep your stuff up there and look around. The mountain is quite, as you can see, like it's a tall mountain and it's quite like small in terms of the base. So it's sort of a peak. I would love to see like a side cut of Waterdeep because I think the way it's supposed to look is like the ocean. I'm doing a dumb drawing. The ocean and then like cliffs and then the rest of the city. So Waterdeep is like kind of here, like in this area. And then there's like the mountain up here where the area is. I think that's how Waterdeep, if you look at it from the south and then look north.
It would have to cliff up a bit and then go, because then it goes up again and then there's a wall, but then it goes down.
Yeah. There's a wall kind of here around the outside, but it looks like, because there's that flat section. Yeah. Side cut of the city. But anyway, yeah, so you're going to hike up the mountain, and that is a Constitution saving throw from everyone, please.
Can I give someone with the worst Constitution the climber's kit to help them?
I think the climber's kit is more for like scaling. This is like getting worn down by the thing. So a climber's kit I don't think would help in this case. Oh,
okay.
Jewel.
I can't get exhausted, so I'm just not going to roll. I won't get worn down. I never will.
You're like, yeah. So you ignore exhaustion?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Makaria, you're fine. Jewel, you're fine. Rin?
Jewel got a 3.
Yeah.
Jewel is not fine.
Jewel's
Rin's
fine. I mean, fine in the sense of you rolled. Okay. All right. So Jewel and Rin do not have a great time of it.
No.
It's hot and your legs ache.
I'm overdressed.
Jewel, you were built for short bursts of speed, not this long ass climbing mountains horseshit. Can both of you roll a d4 for me? Okay, Jewel, you have 2 levels of exhaustion, and Rin, you have 3.
Oh.
So let me look at how you're just freaking exhausted. So at level 1 for exhaustion, you have disadvantage on ability checks. At level 2, your speed is halved. At 3, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. 6 levels of exhaustion, you're dead. So it would not be a stretch for Rin to say that this by the end of the trip, you are feeling half dead.
Yeah, it's not great, this climb.
Yeah, so by the time you get together, you're just like, and we see you all come to a stop at there's like a little post that's been hammered into the like path that you're climbing up. And on it says like, I don't know, scenic Aronson Peak. And you like climb up. There's a little wooden bench there with a bunch of graffiti on it. Like scratched into it, and you can look out over the city. You see Castle Waterdeep, and that part of it's kind of nice. As you walk up, you're like, oh, yeah, it's a nice view. But so you stop here to like catch your breath. So what does everybody do?
Like not looking good. Standing here like trying to remain straight backed and composed as I have is very difficult.
Jewel is making no pretense. She is like making the noises that cats make when they're upset.
So low hiss. Mhm.
Do we
Like
know where this
whimpering.
cave is? Does anyone?
No idea.
I mean, this is the first time you've had a chance to like kind of look back at the mountain and like look around too, which is why I stopped you here so you could have a chance to.
Yeah, I
take
guess
a look.
like just glance around the mountainside to see if there are any things that look like caves.
Make a perception check.
Is anyone else glancing around with me or just me?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
because I don't have disadvantage.
Yeah,
on
the
that
two of
checks.
you take a look. So you have advantage on this. An 11.
I get
Okay.
an 11.
All right. From here, you do actually see a narrow path that splits off the main one. It's only like wide enough for maybe like 1-2 people. It's in some places, but at the far end, you see a little dark spot that could be a cave. 8. While you're searching around, you notice on the bench, you don't see like the cave or whatever. You notice on the bench, like I said, there's a bunch of graffiti scratched into it. You see someone has written goblins are best in caves, and someone has scratched goblins off and written kobolds, and someone has scratched kobolds off and written goblins, and this continues like a dozen times over the back of the bench. But yeah.
I scratch it out and I put Warforged.
Excellent. So you get out your knife, just you write Warforged on there.
Do I even think I'm called a Warforged? I don't know. Actually,
I think that's an in-canon term. I think that's
It
what
is.
they would call themselves. Yeah.
I point and I say that looks like it might be a cave. Who knows if it's the cave we're looking for? Do you two want to sit? Well,
I think I need more than a sit down, but let's continue. It's fine. I'll be fine.
is there anything mechanically that can help with exhaustion?
Long rest.
That's it. Okay.
Every time you long rest, you get 1 level of exhaustion back.
Okay, I
Wanna
just didn't
try
know
and
if I
carry
might
them?
have like.
Or if you're like me, you just get to 2 levels of exhaustion, and then that's your life for the whole rest of your life. You just never get those back.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get 3 fucking levels of exhaustion back.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 nights, 3 days.
Yeah, but think about the pace of our.
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to sit while 8 and I check and see if this is the
No,
cave? that this
let's
monster
just
lives?
go. I want to be done.
May as well come with you.
I exactly remember this feeling. This was, I don't know. They might have it in Canada. Do you have the Duke of Edinburgh Award?
No, we
Oh,
don't. But I'm
yes,
familiar
I
with
did
it.
that, but not in America. I did it in England. We got so rained out on ours.
If you're from Vancouver or have been there, this is the grouse grind. So I think as you turn, Makara, you're like, oh, it's this way. You hear a screeching sound, a loud screeching noise from above you, and you see, if you squint up against the sun, you see a dark shape like spiral around, kind of up above the mountain.
Death comes from above.
It's just a griffin from the peak, the Erie. Fine.
Shall I shoot it down?
No, leave it.
It's like 300 yards in the air anyway.
All right. Come on then, puny creatures.
I've never seen them this close before.
I mean, you can't really tell what it is. It's like a dark shape.
I mean, but it's still, I've never seen it.
Yeah,
this
that's true.
close.
You've never actually seen a griffin before, so.
I just declared what it was.
Yeah.
Move on.
Okay. All right. So you wanna follow that lead along the mountainside there?
It's the only lead we got, so let's do it.
Okay. All right. So you start to make your way along there, and yeah, you do indeed see there is a cliff side with a little narrow walkway. There's some footprints in the dust, like sandaled footprints, and it's starting to feel like, yeah, you're like on track. You get within about 100 feet or so of it, and you hear that screeching sound again. And you see up above the mouth of the cave, there are several figures crouching around the edge of the mouth of the cave. And when you get within this distance, when you notice them, they let out a shrill sound and leap off of the cliffside towards you. So let's have everybody roll initiative, and we will
Fighting.
we'll get in a fight.
I love
Oh, I'm so not.
I
prepared.
love to fighting. Okay, so
Nice.
let me just put them on the map here.
so ready.
I had not selected my token.
How dare you? I'm hurt. I'm
This is
I'm
a
a
very
wounded
strange
person.
and long map.
It is. It's a long map. So okay, so that's everybody except Jewel. I can update you. Oh no, you're good. You're good, Jewel. We're good.
I re-rolled it, but you can change the number if you want to change it back to the original one.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. So let me roll for mine. All right, so let's go 1, and then their boss.
Oh my god.
2. All right. Oof. Fast, super fast, but not as fast as Rin. So what we see as the battle begins is Rin, you're the first to react. You hear this screech, and it's not a bird sound. It's like a hissing, like more guttural noise, and you see a group of 4 russet-skinned creatures. They have scales, long kind of snouts. Their underbelly is like furred, but they have scales on top, and then they have bat wings popping from their shoulders. They are carrying, it looks like some of them are holding like rocks under their arms, and they also have knives. And then there is a pale-skinned, it looks like a human at first, a human woman. But then you realize that from the knees down, she has gnarled like vulture legs. And big bird wings, big scraggly black bird wings coming out of her back. Her hair is torn out in chunks, and she has like elongated arms with gnarled looking claws on them. And and so she looks up at you, and she's not shrieking. The rest of them are like making horrible noises. Rin, what would you like to do?
The first thing I'm going to do
Yes.
is exhaustedly point a finger at the like woman,
Yeah.
and just declare, disgusting, vicious mockery.
Gross, you're gross. It's gross. Okay.
So it's just a save or don't, so I don't have disadvantage or anything.
Nice. Good.
Nice choice.
And yeah, hit it up.
Okay. All right, Rin. So DC 13 wisdom save.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I got a 5.
Yay.
Got
Okay,
a
so she
whole
takes
ass 5.
one whole psychic damage,
Okay.
and is at disadvantage for whatever the next thing.
Okay, so she opens her mouth and like drool like drips down her grayish skin. Her teeth are all broken, and she snarls.
I
at
also
you.
am going to use my bonus action, and where am I standing? And look over at Jewel, and say, just please stab them very well, just as quickly as you can. I'm very tired. And bardic inspiration.
But I'm tired too.
Jula is also tired.
Wants to
You don't
take a
have
cat
disadvantage
nap.
you don't have disadvantage on attack rolls, though, right?
You do.
No.
One of you
My
does. Yeah.
speed
Only,
is half to
I
them.
do.
yeah.
but
Right. Only level
Jewel
3.
does.
Okay. All right. So that's your turn, Rin.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So in response, the horrific creature, this harpy, like stretches her arms, unfolds her wings, takes a deep breath, and when she exhales, instead of like a terrible shriek coming out, this like haunting, beautiful sound flows from her dry, cracked lips. I need everybody to make a DC 11 Wisdom save.
Okay.
I love
I'm at-
her.
I'm at disadvantage.
I'm going to use inspiration. I don't want her to use me to fight everybody else, and I suck at wisdom saves.
She opens her mouth and air horn noises come out.
No.
Yeah.
I still failed.
Okay, 8 and I are both like, yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. So those of you who failed this save,
Both the people who aren't exhausted.
yeah.
Mhm.
So you are charmed, which means you are incapacitated. So I think this is like a reeling kind of like thing. Let me find a good charmed icon for you. I need the little.
I'm in love with her.
Okay, and then Macaria. Okay, so while you are let's see, while you're doing, so you're incapacitated. If you are more than 5 feet away, you have to move towards the harpy by the most direct route. You don't avoid opportunity attacks, but before moving into damaging terrain, and whenever you take damage, you can repeat the saving throw. Yeah, cool. Okay. People who successfully saved, you are immune for the next 24 hours. You're fine. Okay. So it means you can't take actions, but you can move, and you have to move towards the harpy if you're charmed. Okay. All right. So she lets out this like shrieking song, and she's gonna move over there. They're all about 40 feet up right now.
Oh, I don't even have disadvantage on that because as a half elf, technically, I have advantage on charm things.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm a half elf. So I
So you
have
get to roll-
advantage.
you get to
So I
roll
should
again?
roll
So you
one
should
Okay,
more.
roll one more time.
It's gonna be super relevant.
Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
you're only
not
the Warforged is so this song 8 sounds like probably to you it triggers the part of your brain that responded to like the Lord of Blades is like war calls, right? Like they were probably programmed like horn calls or like whatever battle songs, programs of drums. They were meant to like drive you to behave a certain way, and it just like cuts right through your conscious brain and goes right back to it goes right to your unconscious brain. Cool. Okay, here I'm gonna pull up the rules for exhaustion. There we go. Okay, cool. So now her little friends, her little like winged monkeys, they're gonna move, and they're 40 feet above y'all. And they've got a flying speed of 30. So they start to approach. And they're just like flying flappily towards you through the air. And then they're going to hold their action. So they fly up and like hover, and they're like holding rocks and like hissing at you. 8.
Yeah, sure. I will move 30 feet towards her. Just.
Okay. All right, cool.
At the end of your turn, do you get to take another? Just when you
No.
get dealt damage.
If the
Okay.
charm target is more than 5 feet away, then it must move on its turn toward the harpy by the most direct route. Doesn't avoid opportunity attacks. Cool. Yeah. So I think you have to double move.
Oh, I thought he couldn't take actions.
He's charmed.
Oh, that's right. You can't take actions. Yes, you only get your move action. You don't get the dash action. You're right.
Like how clear would it be that they're charmed?
Make an insight check to see. Here's the thing. This is the thing that might give it away. 8 is moving towards this thing, which is fine, but he's not drawing his sword.
Yeah, that's why, because I'm like, he's moving, which is what Jewel would expect him
Is
to
she-
do, or
is
them to
she-
do, but
Is she still singing, or is it like?
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have
She is.
disadvantage.
She is. Okay, that's really really important
Yeah.
information.
So Jewel,
I will-
I don't think you know what's going on.
I have disadvantage, but I'm going to assume that a 7 fails either
Yes, a 7 does fail. Yeah.
way. So, either way.
So
or
it
lower.
is. It's your turn, Jewel. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so as far as she's concerned, 8 is doing what 8's supposed to do, which is move towards the thing to kill it.
Yeah.
But she is very tired and she wants to take a nap. And the
Yeah.
kobolds are how high in the air?
40 feet.
Okay. And so up here on the cliff, like on the side, is that something that would climb up and she could get closer to them? Or
If you have a movement speed, yes. Yeah, there's like 30 feet of cliff there, but you couldn't like get eye level with them.
okay. I think she's gonna just kind of tuck around to like here and then just take aim at probably this one. Pull out her short bow. Is that within range? A short bow.
Yeah.
it's only
So
40 feet.
your
Oh yeah.
40
Your
feet out and
only
40 feet
effect-
up.
your only effect, Jewel, is the speed is halved and you have
speed
disadvantage
is
on
halved.
ability checks. Okay.
Yeah, but they're too high in the air. Like she can't reach them with anything that's not. I don't know how likely it would be, but could I use my bonus action to hide? Can I? Is there something
there's
I
some
can hide?
some like
behind?
shadow around. Like
Okay,
as long
so
as
she's
you're
gonna kind of like tuck in and hide, pull out her short bow, and then try and ping one of them for some sweet old sneak attack.
Okay.
I will hide with disadvantage,
sure.
and by hide I mean stealth, because hide is not a check.
The hide and move silently separate checks. Those
18.
were good
You're good.
old days.
Yeah, exactly. They can't see you, but they hear you. They can't hear you, but they can see you. Okay, all right. Yep. So you hide and then immediately use that to fire.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yes, you hit.
Okay. And that gives me sneak attack because I should have had advantage, right?
Yes, because you don't have disadvantage on your attack rolls. So you
Yes.
have advantage because you are a because you're
You should check and see
you were
if you would have
hidden.
crit.
I can re-roll. Let's see if I would have crit.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I always forget.
Ooh,
did
close.
not.
No cigar.
Okay, that's fine.
So 10 damage.
You kill him anyway. So you fire your bow, boom, hit the thing, and it spirals down, bounces off the cliff, to like tumbles down and lands here on the rocks.
You can pick him off. She feels pretty good about it.
Okay, Makaria.
So I know that my allies, 2 of them, are feeling not so great. And I really want to kill people, but I know that they probably have a better chance of killing them than I do. So I'm going to cast Bless on my friendos, not
Okay.
on myself. And it lasts up to a minute. And what it looks like is so Merkel for a minute was contained in the crown of horns. So like you see like a weird visage of this crown of horns, like a black gem, and then the 4 like bone horns that like appears on all of your heads, and then like
Whoa, it's a very oppressive blessing.
yeah, you feel like the need to kill rising, and also maybe raise the things you kill and make them an undead army. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
confusing and great. So that's what I do.
nice,
And
good.
I think that's probably all that I do.
Okay.
Because everything else is like a whole action. Yeah, I don't really have any like. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. Rin, your turn.
Rin has her violin out. She strikes it once and then basically yells at the harpy, "Stop singing!" and then Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay.
Which I will link for you. I think it's a 13 again, but I'll put it anyway.
Certainly will be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 13.
Oh, and I should add in concentration stuff for Bless.
The
Bless
range is
is...
30 feet.
Oh yeah, you're too far away for Tasha's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right.
No,
No,
you'll
you're
have to
right, I'm
get
too
you'll
far
have to
away.
get closer, and she's like up in the air too.
Okay, well, fuck it.
It's a really good plan. It will help.
It's like my
but-
only good plan. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just like move forward then
okay.
to there. And I'll do something else instead. Let's just hang on. Wait a second. I need to check something.
Mhm.
That has a 60-foot range, so that'll work. I'm instead going to cast Dissonant Whispers instead of Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So that is this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's 60-foot range, so I think I'm in range now. And it's a wisdom save, and then they take 11 if they fail, and if they fail, they have to move as far away as possible.
Okay. All right, so it's wisdom. Here we go. DC 13. Nope.
Okay, so they take 11 psychic damage, and they have to is it their turn? No, it's immediately use a reaction to move as far as your speed allows away.
Okay. She will fly.
They are struck with fear.
She'll fly straight up in the air. Okay, so she flies up in the air.
If I get directly below her and still have to keep moving, do I just have to try and jump?
Yeah, you'll have to climb. Like once you get to the edge of the mountain, you have to start climbing up it. You just have to keep trying to get close to her.
Okay,
Nice.
that was my best plan, everyone.
Okay, all right. The harpy will use. It doesn't stop her. It doesn't stop her from singing.
Does she have to concentrate?
No.
Does-
So
oh.
she starts her turn, uses a bonus action to continue singing.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, I think she's gonna move laterally. She's gonna move this way. I think. Yeah, she moves over here and keep singing. Okay. So the kobolds. One of them flies over you, Rin. So
Okay.
it's 20 feet to you, and then another 20. It'll fly like past you. I think they have 10 more after. So it ends up from you 10 feet. So out there, and drops a rock on you as it flies by.
Mm-hmm.
A little kobold bombing run, and clunk for 7 damage.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, so it just flies by and then drops this rock, and it comes in and you try to dodge, and it bang hits you in the shoulder. And then this one, let me see here. Do like that, same thing. So it'll fly overhead and then scoot back.
Cool.
That one's a 15.
I think that still hits me. Yeah, it does.
Oof, for 9.
I'm down.
Okay. And then,
Oh no, Rin.
And then this one's gonna move over here and hold its action. Okay, so these two, I got a note. They've dropped their rocks. They got to go fly back and get more. Rock dropped. And rock dropped. Okay, all right, 8. Okay,
That's me.
that's you.
Are you sure I don't get to save?
You do not.
Ooh.
You're going to get one more saving throw when she tries to walk you off the cliff.
A creature can also repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Where? What?
Right.
Oh, man, this is
Says
so...
it right
bottom.
Wow,
Yeah.
there's like 3 different places you can save. Okay, yeah, go ahead then.
Can I have it for the last turn?
No,
And then
just
take
just
this
do it.
turn.
Just do it this turn. We're not going to roll back.
What's the...
Oh, there's
Oh,
like,
the fail
there's like
anyway.
3 saves for this. That's so weak. Okay, yeah. So you're fine now. So the end of this turn, then you're good.
Woohoo!
Okay.
You've done it.
There you
Which
go.
one will be taken? Okay.
Okay, yeah, the blue is your blessing. Cool.
Oh, I love that one.
Okay, Jewel.
Is she still hidden from the one that has a rock?
No, you're not hidden as soon as you fired, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you
right.
got your
Okay.
bow.
She doesn't like that it still has a rock because that seems most likely that it's gonna land on someone as opposed to the ones without rocks that are gonna have to go get more rocks. So she's gonna just back up if she needs to. I don't think she does, and take a shot at it.
Okay.
So, pa-ting! Except sadly, 20.
Yeah, you hit.
Without the sneak attack, it is 8 damage.
Okay, yeah, you kill it.
Nice.
No, stop throwing rocks at my friend.
Okay. So anything else, Jewel?
I think she just like yells at Ace. She's like, "Yeah, go get the harpy."
Okay.
She had no idea anything was
Where
wrong.
am I? What's going on?
Makaria, it is your turn.
Okay, so Elf, you were down. Is that right?
I am indeed, yes.
Actually, I can probably heal you. Yeah. I'm not
If you
gonna
tell
do
me I
that.
can do some stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just heal you instead, and you get the max because of my which one is it? Circle of Mortality? Yeah. So you get, what's the max for cure wounds? It's 1d8 plus 3.
So 11.
11 HP.
Sweet. Thank you.
So I like go, and I think that like I've decided what this looks like, and it's really cool and gross. So the way that she casts cure wounds is there's like a somatic component. So she makes like she traces like a rune in the air, and it creates like a Doctor Strange kind of like circle thing, and then she reaches her hand through it to touch you, and when her hand passes through it, it's just like skeleton fingers. And then like she touches you with the skeleton fingers.
That's cool. Yeah.
And gives you some life back.
Cool.
It's great.
Rin like coughs and sputters back to life. She's lying there on the ground, like very tired.
Cool. All right. Anything else, Makaria?
No, I think that's it. I do have to have been next to her, so moved up.
Cool. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
So it's most of my movement. And then I'm going to what am I gonna say this time? I'm gonna point at one of the kobold, like the flying kobolds.
Yeah.
I think they're kobolds anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Point at one of the flying kobolds. Like, that was a lucky shot. Next time, you can't possibly be so lucky. And vicious mockery.
Okay.
DC 15 wisdom save on this fellow. Or 13, sorry.
Okay. They're not very wise. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
2 psychic damage. And then
damage.
he also has to beat at disadvantage next turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you say that, and the kobold like turns and looks at you, and we get a snap tight like shot of his beady yellow eyes, and we cut back to there's a nest. We see a little like nest on a cliffside somewhere, wind like howling past it. We see a kobold with an apron on, and we see this kobold, and he's putting his little hat on and tying his little tie, and they're talking, and the kobold with the apron is like shouting at him and like waving a wooden spoon and pointing at a big pile of eggs, and he shakes his head, and she like waves the thing and points, and there's a picture of the harpy, and they're like squabbling, and he's just like, he says something and he storms out, and then it fades back to this scene.
Great.
So, so the kobold like looks at you like he doesn't understand your words, but you've wounded him deeply.
I speak Draconic, I think, so. I do, yes, I speak Draconic. So.
Excellent. Okay.
In fact, it is in Draconic that I say.
Perfect. Then he understands that it hurts even more. Okay. So Rin, do you want to move or are you good?
I can't move, Adam. I stood up and I'm exhausted.
That's true. You did. Okay. All right. Well, you've all saved against the harpy. So she flies off, I think. I think she flies up this way somewhere. You see her just like turn around and flap off. The kobolds.
No, the XP is getting. Wait, we're doing milestones. Never mind.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
care.
See you later, XP. It doesn't even matter. All right, so they fly back over here, and they take an action to recover their their rocks. They go back. They fly back and pick up more rocks. And one of them's like, I'll show you all. They thought this was a bad job. All right, 8. It's your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot one with the bow.
Okay.
I don't remember which one was damaged, so I'll just attack the top one. Because I'm done. Sorry, I normally pay attention to that, but I wasn't.
So far, Jewel has killed all of the ones that she has shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jill's picking them off one round at a time.
As a 24 hit.
It certainly does, yes.
5 damage to the top one.
Okay. All right. It's still alive, but you fire and dink.
And I move in front of my friends, so maybe they'll drop rocks on me instead.
Okay. All right. Jewel?
Can I don't think I can shoot them from here, right? I assume I don't have line of sight.
No, there you can see them. They're up on they're up on the side.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they're like up.
I
And
guess for some reason I was imagining the cliff was getting in my way. I was trying to make my life difficult.
No, you're okay.
Can
It's
I
fine.
hide again?
They're like up. Yep. Yeah,
As
as long as you're
bonus
kind of in the
action.
shadowy sections on the side, like you're all in shade, but this is the.
Yeah, she's like, let me show you how this is done. And then she's gonna shoot at the one that he didn't shoot at.
Okay. Yeah, shoot the other one.
So the uninjured one, which I think is that one.
Okay.
With advantage. Oh wait, do you want me
You
to
gotta
roll
roll stealth
stealth?
first. Yeah.
Fine.
Whatever, you might blow it.
I might actually blow it because I have disadvantage. 18.
You're fine.
I say it all now. And now I roll to
Mhm.
shoot it with advantage. The 22. I'm glad I had
Okay, yep,
advantage.
you hit it.
Even though I have all this inspiration and stuff. And 9, more than 9. 13, 12 damage. Math is hard.
Yeah, you hit it with all the math in the world and it dies. Yeah, so you just fire and it thunk, hits the thing. It's like shooting
That's how
geese.
you
Like
do
it's no
it, hey?
problem. It's like they're fine. Down it goes. Tumbles down the cliffside.
Haven't even needed my blessing. Like, or my inspiration.
Makaria?
I appreciate that it's there though.
Go fight when.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Do I have anything? That's ability check. This
Bing
is
bong.
saving throw.
The
Huh?
classic bing bong.
They're like, I think that they are farther than 60 feet from where I am right now.
Yeah.
Because they're also in the
Give
air.
him the old bing bong. Give him the bing bong. Ring a bell.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring a ding those guys.
Yeah, I don't feel like stepping out
Bring
from my
in the
protection behind 8. So I will prepare that if they get within 60 feet of range, I will toll the dead on the last one.
Give 'em the ring
Okay.
ding, ding
All
of
right.
death.
So if they get within that range. All right. Rin?
I'm gonna
Mock him again.
I'm gonna shout after him. Like, yeah, you best run, you coward. Basically.
Okay. All right.
And give him the old mockery.
I love this that you're not killing him. So he fails and takes one damage.
One psychic damage.
Still alive. So same kobold, right? So you're like, you're a failure. You're the worst. So we cut back and we see the nest and we see his little kobold wife and she's like putting on lipstick in a polished piece of rock and like putting on some lipstick, like smirching her little and then we hear a kobold noise and she turns around and we see this huge beefy kobold wearing like cut off denim shorts and he like flexes his muscles at her and she like fans her face and like falls over and we see him walk over to her and then we see hiding at the edge of the nest scowling in his little hat and his tie we see this other kobold and he's like
No.
and it's like hissing angrily at what's happening in his nest.
I mean, can you really?
I know, right? I
Lord.
know. This big beefy kobold, so handsome. All right, so the winged kobold, in a fit of rage, flies as far as he can and gets within range of your spell. Makaria, if you'd like to use it.
Fuck off and die.
Okay, all right. DC
Oh my
13.
God, you guys survived again.
Might survive.
Won't survive.
Ah!
He gets a crit. However, you only had 1 hit point left. So he's just like, "Argh!
No, he
Argh!"
doesn't take any damage.
Oh, he takes none? Okay,
None.
great. So he's just like, and he like picks up the rock and flies towards you and you're like, bong, and he just ignores it. Death has no meaning for this kobold.
This kobold.
All right, so he's flown 30 feet. So he flies, he can't attack. So he flies another 15. And and he doesn't get to drop his rock yet, but he will soon. 8.
I'm gonna shoot him with a bow.
Okay.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Yeah.
17.
You hit him. Yep, roll damage.
8.
Okay. All right. So he flies over the rock and then just continues his journey down into the ravine, bouncing off the rocks, tumbling, and lands at the bottom of the ravine. And we see his like crumpled kobold body lying at the bottom of the ravine, looking up, and he reaches up. He's like, and then the rock that he dropped finishes tumbling down and just lands on him. And we just see his little hand go, and that's it. He's dead.
Take inspiration.
Thank you. Yeah, the secret and often traumatizing inner lives of humanoids in Dungeons and Dragons. So it doesn't seem like the harpy, you look around and it seems like she's flown off somewhere. The kobolds have been dispatched.
Well,
Did
I
anyone
certainly
else hear
hope
that?
our monk wasn't living in a cave surrounded by kobolds because
I'm
that would-
sure we are about to find out.
Yeah, you want to go and
Okay,
explore?
let's
the
do
cave?
this because I'm tired and I want to take a nap. Like she's putting away her bow. Like there's
You
a lot
realize
of
that
a
we
lot of
still
effort.
have to go all the way back down, right?
Yeah, but down is easier than up. I can roll down.
Rin's trying to get all the dust of having laid down on this road off of her cloak. It's not going very well.
So you come to the mouth of this cave, and inside you can see as you peer in, there is a figure. You see a human figure. He's sitting cross-legged facing the back wall of the cave. There is sitting next to him, there is a candle, and there are shadows dancing on the wall. You see some shadows like moving on the
Oh
back,
my
the back
God, I
wall.
trained exactly for this. It's part of my degree. It's okay, the monk. We're the platonic ideal of adventurers and therefore are suitable to rescue you from the situation.
Yeah, check out our platonic solids. We have many of them.
No.
So yeah, you just see this guy. He's bald, wrinkly, looks old. He's at a bit of a distance. He's just sitting there with his like legs folded. And so what do you want to do?
Walk up to him.
Yeah, so you just like walk in.
Do we remember what the name of this dude was supposed to be?
Like Hlam or something.
Hlam. It's Hlam.
Oh, I totally
Hlam.
remembered. Oh my God.
Do you want to see his face?
Yeah.
I've got a handout for Hlam.
Show me Hlam.
Okay, let me see here. There's
If he doesn't look like Plato.
the grim face of Hlam. He'd be played by Billy Crystal, almost
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah, see that.
Do you truck with kobolds and harpies, good sir, or do you just let them linger outside your house to attack anyone who would try and speak with you?
So he holds a hand up as if to silence you. He doesn't turn, just holds his hand up.
8, can you just like grab him?
I've brought you a message from the Blackstaff. Vajra Safar.
What is lighter than a feather, but even the strongest man cannot hold it for long.
Seriously, 8, can you just grab him and we can take him down the
Lighter
mountain?
than a feather,
Wait,
but even
I
the
like
strongest
riddles.
man cannot hold it for long.
Responsibility.
Breath. It's breath.
And he
Breath.
He
Wait,
nods
yes.
and he turns around and he nods. He says, "Ah, very good. Very good. Now tell me, why can you
Will
not...
you not let us know?
Why can you not trust gravity?
Always lets you down.
Very good." And he like claps his little dry hands together.
8, please.
We're not here to take
What
them back.
Are we not?
comes one time in today, 3 times in tomorrow, but never in the future?
Oh,
T.
the letter O.
Q.
It said
F.
3 times in tomorrow. It's in tomorrow 3 times. What?
So you,
Come
yeah. So
on.
Makaria says it. He's like, very good, and he claps,
I'm not here to be tested, fool.
and he shakes his head, and he says, "No fool I am Hlum, and you have found my sanctum. Welcome, welcome. It's not much to look at, but well, I'm a monk. What do I care?"
The black staff would like a report.
And he gets
Hey,
up and he
report,
like makes a
Mom.
big show of. He's like, oh, my old bones. Oh boy. Oh, you wouldn't happen to have any wine on you, would you?
No.
Really, none of you? You look like the drinking sort.
I have some. I'm not going to give it to you.
Oh, why not? Give an old monk some wine. You want some more wisdom? I've got so much wisdom.
Yes.
And he says, all right, mechanical man, don't take any wooden nickels. Now, how about that wine? And he turns back to you, Makaria.
I'm not a.
She takes out her like water flask or whatever she has her wine in, and she looks him straight in the eye and just like drinks it.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Well, we were nearly killed coming up here. You don't seem very grateful.
I heard the ruckus outside. Thanks for dealing with those kobolds for me. I've been stuck in this cave a long time. Don't go into the back. And he like winks.
Why?
Why?
Because he defecated there.
Oh, no.
8.
Repeatedly. I can
I'm
smell
given
it.
to understand that that's disgusting.
He says,
Plum,
wait,
focus. Just a moment.
yes.
The black staff would like a report. You've been out of contact for some time.
Yes, I've been meditating.
Well, meditation is at its end. For the moment.
Would you like me to teach you one of my special monk techniques?
I would like you to say
Yes.
whatever it is that the
So he
black...
walks over to you, 8, and he says, all right, here we go. So take your big metal hand and put it out like this in front of your face. And then he just pushes the back of your hand so you hit yourself in the face.
He tries to push it, and I'm just.
Yeah, he tries. He's like,
wait.
okay, here, make it opposed strength check. Make an athletics check.
Okay, that seems fair. 30.
So it's even funnier. So he's just like, like pushes on your hand. He's like, let me try again. All right, well, never mind. It's an advanced technique. Maybe you're not ready for it. Let me see. I think I got a chariot around here I can get you to wax for me. So, the old Blackstaff sent you, huh? Yeah, she's been sending me magical mail sometime looking for revelations. Listen, I'm working on it. Okay? I did everything I was supposed to do. I left the monastery. I climbed all the way up that God's blasted mountain, which, by the way, is very tall. I need to speak to whatever god is in charge of making these mountains so big. They couldn't have put me up a hill. You know, you never hear about monks going up a hill and going into a cave. It's always a mountain or a desert or something inconvenient like that. You know, I think that we should establish a new hermitage, like in a tavern maybe, or at a spa, or in a brothel. Ooh, a brothel hermitage. That'd be all right. What was I saying?
Rin, did we need anything from him other than
And
his head?
I look over to you and I
She's like cleaning her dagger for no reason.
Vajras just told me, us, to listen to whatever he said and then bring it back down. That's it.
I think we should bring him back down.
No, that wasn't part of the plan.
Preferably.
You need to come back down, monk.
And he says, well, now that you mention it, I was sort of considering being finished with this whole hermitage thing. But with the kobolds and that nasty flying woman out there, I thought maybe if I'd ignored them long enough, they'd go away, or I'd have some kind of revelation. An epiphany. What do you call it when you jump? You jump in the bath and everything. You're like, you realize that you made the water. What's that? Eureka! I was waiting for one of those, but I gotta tell you, the only thing reeking around here is me. Spend a week up this mountain by yourself, can't have a bath. What do you think?
8.
Yes.
What revelation have you come to?
Can you just grab him? He'll probably continue talking for the rest of the way down. There's no reason to stay in this awful, smelly cave.
I'm with Makari on this one. I want to go home.
Oh, there, kitty.
I'm not a kitty.
Rin is trying really hard to remain focused on this. Like, this is a task for a great wizard. Must do what I'm fucking told to do.
I mean, she just wants
She's
to hear
also
from him.
super exhausted.
She can hear from him from his mouth, and then she can listen to him.
She can deal with all of this bullshit, and if he wants to
Forever.
come back, then he can trek up the mountain again by himself. 8, can you just grab him, please? Let's go.
Oh, the other two look more tired. Perhaps I should carry them.
I'll be fine. I just want him to be quiet.
And Halam is like, let me just gather my things. And he very slowly shuffles over to a backpack, and he opens it, and he pulls out 2 identical looking monk outfits, and he's like, I don't think I have room for both. What do you think? Summer look, spring, summer. What do you think? You like
Which
this
one's
one?
cleaner?
This one's slimming, but this one's more comfortable.
I don't care if you walk down the mountain naked. We're going.
And he says, "Oh, that was illegal last time I left the city, unless they've changed the law about public nudity. Because
There actually isn't one.
well, hallelujah!" And he starts taking his clothes off. He starts taking his
No,
shirt off.
Your clothes on.
What? What's wrong? Are you ashamed of the body that gods gave you?
All I
No,
need-
I'm ashamed of the body the gods gave you.
What, you don't want to get an eye full of lamb jerky? Look at me. I'm in prime condition. And he flexes a little noodle muscle. What do you
8.
think?
8.
Here, let me help you pack. And Jewel puts most of his stuff in the bag, but anything that looks interesting, she 100% pockets for herself.
Can you just hit this man over the head?
What?
And then we'll carry
Come
him
on now. We can be friends.
No, we cannot be
Yes,
friends.
we can. Please tell me what the black staff needs to know.
Well, I don't know. I'm not the black staff. What did she send you up here for?
She sent us up here to find out if you had died and to hear anything that you had to say and report back to her.
All right,
She's been
all
trying
right.
to get in contact with you.
I can see my time up here is not done. The world isn't ready for the wisdom of Halam. I need to meditate further, but if that black staff whippersnapper needs some wisdom, you tell her Halam needs a sandwich, like a big juicy one, like a Reuben. You tell her that.
No, serious.
With some lemonade. Or a beer. It's parched
Hey.
work up here.
Please.
I don't think he's meditated any wisdom.
Can we
Well,
just
that is also an answer, I suppose. Let's go.
what
Oh, but we were having so much fun. Well, where are you going?
We'll leave you to your
Are we leaving?
terminable boredom.
Are we
Unless
really
you
leaving
tell
him
me
here?
something I need to know.
I think the
Enjoy
best
being
idea-
alone for another 3 weeks.
Why don't we just bring him to the Blackstaff? She can deal with him.
Because she didn't tell us to bring him. Just
She
to
told
check
us to
on
get
him.
information from him, right? Well, he's not giving us information, so let's just bring
She
him.
said, and I quote, pulls the book out, like reads through it. Where are we? Listen to what he has to say and bring me back anything that he does. Check if he's alive. That's it. We don't need to bring the old man.
Okay, that sounds way more preferable. Let's go then.
We could have just lied.
She's like pocketed his stuff and
Yeah.
everything.
So he doesn't have anything. He's a monk, so he doesn't have anything of value or use.
Interesting.
But you're like fine. We did the job. We came up here. We talked to him. We're gonna leave. And then you get ready to go. You turn around to leave. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you turn around and you leave, and he says, "Oh, hold on. Maybe I can tell you something to take with you."
Really?
It's coming to me. And then he just farts loudly, and it's like a long one.
I leave.
Just
I
like,
leave.
like a long squeaky.
I leave. I leave
He
him
lifts
in the
lifts one sandaled foot off the ground and really leans into it.
I never give him
just
another thought my whole life. He's
Joel
dead.
has 100% just taken his bag, the one that she was packing for him, and just has that half shouldered over. It's useless, but
Okay.
she's like, whatever, it's mine now.
So you walk out and back out onto the path, and and so you walk out into the open. And what do you do? Is this just are you kind of arguing on your way back down the mountain?
Back down the mountain.
Okay. So what is every
shield stuff like in the Zelda game?
Huh?
You just
Can I
ride
do
your-
that?
No, you can't shield surf. You'll just fall and die. Okay, so you all walk off, and we kind of fade out on that, and we fade back in on Hlam in his cave, and the shadow on the wall, the candle is sitting in front of him, and there's a shadow, but it's being cast by nothing. We can see an outline of a person's shape, and Hlam is speaking, and he apparently can hear someone speaking because he's talking to someone. He's like, "I don't know. They're young. They seem impetuous. I don't know what to think of that mechanical man. No sense of humor among any of them. The cleric's a bore. There's something strange about that half-elf woman. I don't know, dearie. You should keep an eye on these ones. They smelt like Zentarum to me. Dangerous, yes. Well, keep your enemies close, isn't that what they say? I think so too. Well, good luck with this batch." And the shadow flickers and then turns back to nothing, to just blank cave wall. And he closes his eyes, and you can hear him hum, and start humming to himself. And and that's where we fade to our last break. So we see you descending the mountain. We get the pullback shot, and that's it. Cool. All right, stick around. We'll conclude today's episode.